called me, lets me know what I was on when you was fucking with me. And we're here with one half of On the Bench podcast, and that's my boy Bubba Brown. How you doing, man?
What's going on? What's going on, man? Chilling, man.
Yeah,
Ready to
man.
talk some smack?
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, I wanna start this by saying, man, you are one of the people that keep me going, man, and keep me motivated on the podcast space, bro. Like y'all are, you and Brian, super consistent, always giving good stuff, great content, funny as hell, but real as hell at the same time. You know what I'm saying? The funniest jokes be the truth. And I just love it, man. If y'all always show love to me too, so I just want to, let you know I appreciate that, man.
No, 100%, man. We definitely see your consistency out here too. So that's what's up.
Yeah, man. Had got to be on the grind, man. I realize, hey, you got to put in the work if you want the results, man.
Facts.
Uh, so I do want to ask you, man. You from Florida? You're from Eatonville.
Right.
What the hell made you a Sixers fan?
A diehard Sixers fan at that.
You feel me?
I'm straight from the trenches. Allen Iverson, point blank. Allen Iverson, man. AI. Cause see, when I was in school, everybody was Kobe. You know what I mean? Everybody was Kobe, and so Allen Iverson, though, I don't know. It was just something about him. That was just he just became my dog. And then when we won the Orlando Magic, like the Junior Magic, like championship, right?
Yeah.
So we had got like they gave us like free tickets to the game, and then it allowed us to meet the players. But that particular game, they was playing Philly. You know what
Wow.
I mean? And so it was like only two Sixer players that stayed out there like during halftime and to take pictures and stuff with us, and AI was one of them. So that's another thing too. So it just all stemmed from that childhood. And I just stuck with him after Iverson. I just stuck with him.
Dude, hard times, man.
I'm talking about some crazy hard times.
And would you like now that we're adults, and it's crazy because we pick these teams as kids,
Hmm.
right? And we do not get off of them,
At
which is
all.
crazy. Like as adults, we should be able to be like, I can make adult decisions now, but we don't. Would you rather have the fandom, like if you could start it all over again? Would you rather have the fandom of the Sixers or the Magic? Like if you could take one path of as a fan.
Sixers. Sixers.
Really?
The Magic are pathetic, man. They're pathetic. We are 76ers is like bad luck. You know what I mean? Some unfortunate things. The Magic are just pathetic, man. From
Yeah.
from not wanting to pay Shaq what it took for him to stay, from all the like the front office mistakes, the overrating of players. Like so they have to like overrate guys like Paolo, like T Mac, like you know. So
Not too much on Paulo, man.
yeah,
He's still young, guys. He's still young, man.
yeah, we gonna be he gonna be in the old folks home. He's still young. He can drive. Get out of there.
Now I will say for T Mac, I do feel like people, Orlando Magic fans, boy, he was Kobe. He was right there.
Kobe said one thing. Oh yeah, T Mac was one of the hardest guys. The Magic fans just stuck with that boy. Oh
Man,
yeah, you heard what Kobe said? Kobe said it himself.
man, Kobe said that about 7 people, bro. He said that about a lot of people, bro. Like he said about Carmelo, Tony Allen's the toughest
Yeah,
defender, Shane Battier. He said that about a lot of people, man.
exactly.
Oh, but when it comes to this year, I ain't gonna go through your past traumas because we've talked a lot about the Sixers in the past. Has the Sixers met your expectations for this year?
For this season,
Yeah,
that's a great question. But you got to remember, last season was so awful.
yeah,
So with last year being so awful, we really didn't know what to expect this season. Because last year we were expecting something. You know what I mean? To
yeah.
be expecting a Eastern Conference Finals or championship run, and your team ends up with the number 3 overall pick.
Yo.
Like that's like what the you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to expect next year. And so but I think with giving everything that has happened as far as injury health, Paul George being on crack cocaine, all of that stuff, I think that I mean, yeah, but they ain't tell us what he took. It said it wasn't performance enhancer, so I don't know what else could it be.
And he did say his mental health is what drove him to do said
He's on
substance.
drugs, man. He's on dope, man. He's on dope. My granddaddy, if he couldn't figure out what it was, it was a dope. But so given all of that, I think yes, I think they have met the expectation so far this in this regular season. But even with that, who cares about the regular season? Like so much of these guys' jobs, as far as front office and as far as like Paul George, Joel Embiid, big trade next season, a lot of that has to do with what we do in the postseason. You know what I mean? You flame out first round, or you don't, or you lose in the play in, whatever the case may be. Heads got to roll, regardless of what happened this regular season.
Yeah, you think Morley get out have to go?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he needs to go. Yes, but do I think he would go? I don't know. But if we were to lose in the play-in first round, Nick Nurse is the first one out of the door because they have to blame someone. Somebody has to take the fall. You
And I
know,
don't think it's Nick Nurse's fault.
I don't necessarily think it's Nick Nurse's fault. I don't think he has been the coach that we thought we were getting. But I wouldn't pin this all on him. Like I'm not pissed off. I'm not out with pitchforks and knives saying Nick Nurse got to go. I'm not doing that either.
Yeah, you got to be careful firing coaches too, because it's
Left
like
and right, left and right, just left and right. You know what I
it,
mean?
because I mean, who else is out there, right? Like, especially when you think about other coaches are going to get fired, right? Like, it's that's just inevitable. Like Jamal Mosley's probably about to get fired. You know, I
Yeah,
was
it's
talking.
probably in that. Yeah, he's going to be sacrificed.
Yeah, yeah. Last night showed that he was going to get up out of there. The fans
Yeah.
deserve better. You know, but yeah, when you think about that, it's like I don't know, and the worst thing that Sixers did, I think, was letting Joel Embiid go to the Olympics. Like I think y'all should have did like the Clippers did with Kawhi Leonard. And it's like, hey, no, no, you can't go. We're gonna extend you. We're gonna pay you, but you can't go to Paris.
That's I think that's overstated because he didn't like occur any additional injuries. What when you guys say that, you guys just mean like he should have rested that entire offseason instead of playing basketball. But it's not like he, tore something over there or aggravated something over there. He was just already on one leg from that playoff run. You know what I mean? And so I don't think that did anything. He's just an unlucky guy, man. He so much of his body's been hurt, and I have like people that hit me up about, well, oh, you guys got to get rid of him. Is this, I was been saying this 2 3 years, and it's just like he's not a bum. Like
No.
people, but the outside world views Joel Embiid as a bum. And but everyone else who has had their careers straddled by injuries, they are viewed as, oh man, the what if guy.
Yeah, true.
Joel Embiid is the ultimate what if guy. He's not the, if anything, he plays through a lot of these injuries. When guys sit out, he plays.
Well, I think the only thing with Joel Embiid is he's had chances at runs, right? Like what was it, 2022 or 2023 when y'all lost to Boston? You know what I'm saying?
I think we've had two legitimate teams, two legitimate runs.
Yeah, you know, so
Jimmy
we've
Butler,
seen it,
team, yeah.
but I'll say this, you know, just bringing it to like this year, right? If y'all can get Joel Embiid healthy for what May, is nobody April or May is no big in the East that can deal with him.
Um, I think it's one. And he's so far early in his career, people aren't like really peeping for him like that. But Jalen Duren is the real deal.
That's a fact.
He's a real deal. He's a two
That's,
way. He's a two
that's
way
a,
big. He's a real deal.
that
Uh,
is a fact.
but your point still remains. Like, yeah, Embiid is still like crazy to deal with. Whatever, halfway hurt or not, this season, if he's on the floor, he's been scoring just as efficient as ever. And that's what this whole season, like they've been having this maintenance plan for him, and so this is the first year they've done that with him. So and it's for to have an extended playoff run, to sort of save his body. So we really won't know if it works or not until after this playoff run.
Well, around All Star break, we did like a mid season, even though the All Star break is like 57 games in,
Yeah.
like episode. And I said like you guys I still believe in the Sixers because of that. Like you guys are actually being smart with the Embiid minutes. I guess Paul George ain't got no choice but to be healthy. He took 25 games off. You know what I'm saying? So
So
like
at
he,
least
he
he's refreshed.
he should be refreshed. Like the pieces are there. Now that might be why Nick Nurse get fired, right? If you look and you get the pieces right before the playoff run, everything's healthy. It's like, all right, now it's your job to make it work. Um, who would be the X factor for you, like for the Sixers in the playoff run?
It's one or two people. It's Kelly Oubre or Quentin Grimes.
Really?
Those are the X factors, and they can swap throughout the series. Yeah, because you pretty much know what you're going to get from everybody else. Health given health. But those two guys are so wild cards, man, because they have the ability, but they're so inconsistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So they're definitely the wild cards.
but that's kind of what you need, though, right? Somebody we don't need you to win the series, but if you can win that game four,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
100%, one
like
hundred percent.
if you can get that game four for us in New York, thank you. You know what I'm
Thank you for
saying?
your
I appreciate you. That
yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense. Who's been your favorite Sixer to watch this year?
Oh,
You
VJ.
can't say you can't say Maxi. Okay, VJ.
1000% VJ. Yeah, yeah. VJ has been a, a breath of fresh air. Like it made last year worth it. It made it like all worth it going through that brutal, outrageously bad season. And to get VJ on the back end, he's a two-way guy. His jump shot is like way better than we thought it would be this so early on in his career.
True.
And we've seen the athleticism. Now he has to get stronger, finish plays around the rim. You know what I mean? Get stronger so he can even reach his full defensive. Because he's his ceiling on defense is like really high, man. He could be like a top guard defender in the league. That's where his ceiling is at. Whether he reaches it, I don't know. But
Yeah.
that's the type of potential he has, man. But yeah, it's watching him has just been it's been my favorite guy to watch. And also I'm a big Embiid guy, man. When he gets out there, I love to see him get going.
Yeah, man. Look, man. Embiid is one of the few bigs that can still play in the post. You know what I'm saying? You don't even see that much. He 3 level score. I can get that. Did you think VJ Edgecombe was? I was about to say VJ Max. Did you think VJ Edgecombe was going to be this good?
No, I did not. I did not. I thought he was a project, you know. And we've taken like those really athletic guys early in the draft and gotten burned. You know what I mean? So I thought that could be, but I thought at best he would be like a project, a guy that we will see returns on by the end of year two, three, four, something like that. But man, his very first game when he had almost 30 points efficiently and he just flashes off the screen. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Now I do got a sort of a hot take for you, and I'm one of the few 76ers fans. I could go without Tyrese Maxey.
What?
I could go without Maxey. And,
What?
and let me tell you something, because when you say like this team has everything, there's two things that we're missing that you're going to see in the playoffs, and you're going to be like, oh, that's what Bubba's talking. Number one, which has nothing to do with Maxey, but we're a terrible rebounding team. And that has something to do with Embiid and a lot to do with there's no other guys that is
Yeah.
there
Yeah,
specifically.
because Embiid and Drummond can't play together.
They cannot. And really, and most of the 98% of the time, you Drummond really is unplayable, to be honest. And then the second thing has a lot to do with Maxi, and that is none of our guards you can really initiate offense and make others better. Make others better. You know, everything. That's why our team is like so night and day from when Embiid plays when he doesn't. Because when Embiid plays, of course, teams have to show extra attention, doubles, triple, and then the ball can make its way around the horn and people are open, playing off of Embiid action. But Maxi, he makes Maxi better. Like he just doesn't see. And even when you watch him play, like guys will be open when he drives because of course the teams have to collapse and things like that. But he does not like kick it out or find the open man off a drive. Every time he drives, it's left or right hand finishes, and there are tough finishes, and sometimes he finishes, and sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he doesn't get the foul call, but he just doesn't initiate offense like I feel like a max guard should do. Most max guards in the league, maximum contract guards in the league, can make others better.
I never thought about that with Maxi.
Because he's so dynamic of a scorer, right?
Because he scored, and but you know what? That's almost not his fault in a sense. Like it's almost like the Sixers need to put him off the ball.
Well, he was a two guard in college, and he was a two guard kind of early on with us. We had Ben Simmons at first when he was drafted, and then we brought in James Harden, and so those were the two times he definitely played off guard for us. So you got a good point there.
Yeah, but hey, like you said, you getting max dollars. You need to figure out how to at least get us 6, 7 assists. Hey, give a little something. God damn. Plus, that makes everybody happy, right? Like that's what keeps Kelly Oubre hitting that corner three,
Yeah,
Quentin Grimes hitting that corner three. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing that they're gonna get the ball.
yeah.
You feel me? It's not like you kicking it out to Jared Vanderbilt. God
What a shot!
So nothing pissed me off more than Luca making an amazing behind the back between just a crazy pass to Jared Vanderbilt, and I know it ain't going in.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable, man. um, what's this? How far do you think these Sixers can go this postseason?
Second round. Second round. They're not tough enough to do anything different. They have the talent, but they're not tough enough. Um, the two like Detroit, not the nightmare series for us will be Boston, New York, Detroit, and you're going to have to see one of those three teams get past the second round.
Yeah,
And, so that's it.
you don't think you guys can give Detroit like Cade coming back from injury? You don't think you guys can give Detroit problems?
I do, I do. But like it would take a lot. Another thing you have to realize is like you're talking about these guys winning three series, tough, grueling playoff season in a row.
On the
I don't
road.
think they're going to hold up. Also, so all of that plays in a part of what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you have to go through because of the regular season, how you maintenance, you did maintenance for your guys. We're going to get a lower seed. We're fighting for six, but we can still very well have to play. We still have the Spurs. Okay, see, we got a decent schedule coming down the stretch. We could very easily be in the seventh and have to do this play in. And you're talking about a hard nosed play in, then a
Yeah,
hard first round against either Boston or Detroit, and then you know what I mean. That's a lot, man.
that's the one thing about this year with you guys is like what the last 2, 3 years, you guys will probably be locked in the sixth spot. But the bottom of the East is so good this year. It's like fuck,
Yeah,
like like you're not getting away with it. Where like the 9, 8, 9, and 10 are under 500.
yeah,
Like the 10 seed is gonna probably at least be 500.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Charlotte at 40 wins right now. So like that's the one thing about the East right now Kind of interesting. They low key catching up to the West.
And you need the six, man. Like for us, we have to get the six. You don't want to have to be in a one gamer with fucking Charlotte. And like, because who knows if they just come to the gym and just no Brandon Miller, like if when he's just hot, and you can say this about a ton of basketball players, I understand that, but like if he gets hot, Khan is a consistent shooter of all, and that's a dangerous mother effing team, dog. If you just talking about a one game play-in situation.
And for some well, obvious reason, Brandon Miller looked up to Paul George. He gets excited to play against him. So that's a problem. That's the random game. LaMelo Ball goes 9 for 11 for 3.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Yeah,
one-legged threes, man. That's crazy. Um, I do want to talk NBA though a little bit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who's your MVP right now?
Shay. It's
Really?
Shay. Yeah, yeah. I was talking on the show on our show this week, man, and I was saying the one thing I hate about like talking, listening to people talk about MVP races, they pick their guy, and then just naturally they feel like they got to tear down the other two guys or something about it. And I love all three guys. I think it's Shea, Wimby, Luca in that order as far as the MVP race right now. And I think they all have strong cases, and I like them all. And I don't, you know what I mean? Shea is to say he's so efficient is like that's not even good enough to just say that.
This
You
is true.
know, And-
He's like a center efficient.
he's like a center efficient man, the first guard in NBA history to average 30 points on 55% field goal shooting, and he's already done that multiple times.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Shaq MVP season. He shot 57% from the field. Shea is at 55. He's a mid-range assassin, takes a bunch of threes. That's nuts.
Yeah.
And he plays solid defense, and he's on the number one overall team. Wemby, he's clearly going to be the defensive player of the year. We all know his impact on that side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? His offense, of course, you would place it in third place between Shea and Luca, right? But he's
Yeah.
still, he's still a freak of nature on that side of the floor as well.
He's 25 and 10. It ain't
You know
like
what I
he's a
mean?
slouch.
And then you get to Luca, just having a phenomenal scoring season. You can't throw out the assist. I hate the talk around his defense. I think that is like overblown and misstated. The Lakers are a top five defensive team in the league, literally. And Luca, the Lakers are a better defensive team with Luca on the floor versus off. You
Yep.
know, and then he has the best like defensive box plus minus on the team. He's the best. He has the best defensive rating on the team, and this is
Top
a
10 in
team.
steals.
Yeah, a team that still has Marcus Smart out there and Vanderbilt that comes out there and all of that stuff. So that stuff means something. I'm not saying he's a great defender by any means, and he has the worst lowlights since Harden, but maybe worse than Harden. You know, but overall, this first of all, this is his best defensive season, and he's playing solid on the end of the bill. Not to mention he's top 10, top 12 in steals.
Yep.
That means something. And you guys never talked about the defensive end with Steve Nash, Nikola Jokic, Allen Iverson. Like all of a sudden, it's you got to play defense to win this award. No, yeah, y'all never made that. Y'all never talked about these guys' defense.
That's a fact. I'll tell you what. Shea Shea game's starting to get annoying with the fouls. I'm just being honest. It is. It is. Like, and I can't. And I'm still a Shea fan. I'm not gonna say I'm not a Shea fan no more. I'm still a Shea fan, but it get a little annoying. It's like FIFA. It get a little. It's bad.
But see,
Wimby, I'll
I'm,
tell
I'm
you what. With Wimby,
hold on, real quick, because with the fouls, because you hear that a lot with Shay. But
yeah,
see, I'm on the East Coast because I watch a lot of Philly. Not a lot physically, but I mean like because I'm a Philly fan, I watch a lot of those games,
yeah,
and I just feel a type of way if I don't like that because Embiid and then you got Jalen Brunson, they're in the same
Oh,
camp.
oh, Jalen Brunson's terrible.
They all went to the same school. You know,
Jalen Brunson is terrible, and then he got his hair, so he's gonna flail his fucking hair all over the place. Is ridiculous with Jalen Brunson. So I feel like, and you're right, Joel Embiid definitely will walk his ass right to the free throw line. Like that joke be funny. Like he legit will just pop right up and walk to the free throw line. You called it, all right, bet. But but Wimby, I'll tell you what. We were talking about it Wednesday. Um, Almost like Otani in baseball. Get all the awards you can, because when Wimby go on a run, I don't see no looking back.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I think the only thing that's gonna hold Wimby back this year was when he came back from injury. He was basically the sixth man for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that changes a lot when you think about it. He damn near can qualify for sixth man of the year. You know what I'm saying? And come on, man. I can't be non-biased with Luca, bro. Like, go. Man, this man averaged 37 and 7 last month. And I mean, it's it's not like he's not averaging 33 for the year. You feel me? Like that was just the best month of the year, but he been balling. I just wish old girl would have left his ass in October. And like hey,
Even
we might have been looking at 60 wins. You feel me? Like I love it. And I think the thing with Luca's defense, and I was talking about this too, is it's gonna take all of this year to like kill the narrative. Like next year they'll stop talking about it. Cause it seemed like they did that with James Harden too. Like it almost took like 2 years for the narrative to change for James Harden about his defense or lack thereof. And look, man, like you said, plenty of nobody talked about Steve Nash on defense. I've never heard it.
never heard it.
Look, this like I say, like one reason why I always like watching y'all and I respect your opinion, bro. You're not biased. You just mentioned your favorite basketball player, Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? He was 6 foot at best.
Yeah.
Okay, with the insoles in. He was getting cooked.
Yeah, we had to hide them. We had to do the best we could to hide them every single night.
You got Eric McKee out here. You know what I'm saying? Eric Snow out here guarding people, bro. Like you feel me? Like so, Steph Curry is never gonna make an all defensive team. You
Right.
feel me? So I don't like that. But like you said, you have to almost tear somebody down. You know what I'm saying? And that's the weird thing about it. But hey, that's how you get the clicks. I do feel like Jalen Brown should be getting a little more respect.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. That's my boy. But like, it's just a tough year too, man. Cause these guys are just crazy, man. But Jalen, I have him firmly at fourth. I would even if Cade didn't get hurt, I would still have him over Cade. And one thing I hate too about the MVP thing, because really, honestly, what it's going to come down to, if OKC ends up in first place, I think Shea is going to win it. And I do think if San Antonio ends up in first place, I think Wemby is going to win it. And I think that's
I
what
do
it's
too.
going to come down to. But I think we've really lost the valuable piece in most valuable player of the year award. You know what I'm saying? So like Luca doesn't really get extra credit for Braun and Reeves missing X amount of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And Wemby doesn't take a knock that when he was out missing games, the Spurs never missed a beat. You
yeah.
know, there are
I hear some people talk about it, but like you said, nationally, no. Like I was listening to T Mac and Vince Carter podcast, and that was part of their conversation too. They were like, "Hey, the Spurs are playing good," or even like Detroit, low key playing well without Cade if he was to make the minimum. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, they mentioned it, but like you said, if you watching ESPN or any of the national media, they never talk about that.
no, no, no. And then, I was just going to bring that home with Jalen Brown. Of course, like, even when you start the season, I thought that was going to be a play in to a lottery team. I thought that was their window
Really?
because they got rid of all those guys, man. They got rid of Holiday and Porzingis and Horford and it just with Tatum out, presumably it's going to be the whole year. I just thought they was going to use that as a reset, get a decent draft pick, and come back next season. And he's held down that fort and been just an incredible two-way player while averaging damn near 30 a game. So like, yeah, he's but He just got his three better guys out there. you know.
Bubba, I need you to know. Ain't no way in hell Jalen Brown was gonna get $300 million contract, and he shouldn't have been able to drag his team to the playoffs. He ain't got to be a top four team, but you signed at the time the biggest contract in NBA history. You should be able to lead your team to the sixth. I'm just saying, bro. You $300 million. You should get us to six, bro.
yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? Like that's getting paid like a big dog. You gotta show,
You
which
got
he
to show.
did,
Hey, what you did?
which he did. And I wasn't big on Joe Mazzulla, but he got to get a lot of credit for this too.
You got to look get a lot of credit. But I mean, really, what it's just showing is just that the fucking organization, man. It's just
Yeah,
it's bulletproof.
yeah. We was I'm a Tar Heel fan, college hoops, and I was hoping that Brad Stevens would take the Carolina job. For one, as a Carolina fan, I would like him because he was a good college coach, and two, I'm a Lakers fan. Get him the fuck out of the Celtics. But then I thought about it. They're like the Taliban, bro. You cut one head, the next one it's just somebody else ready to take over. You feel me? So it's somebody waiting in the wings to be a good general manager. Danny Ainge passed it to Brad Stevens, and Brad Stevens grooming somebody. I'm sure.
Facts,
I'm sure.
big facts.
Um,
But what you feel about your Lakers?
whew, I I'm trying not to get caught up in the last month and think about playoff basketball and like what it's gonna take. But man, the fact that we got Luca and I know what that could be in 7 games, I'm ready for whoever. Like I really am. You know what I'm saying? I'm really ready for whoever. I don't think I know it's been said a lot, and I think OKC kind of killed the narrative. But I do think the Spurs are still young, and they're gonna have to figure it out. Like when I seen Wemby hit a step back against the Bulls, I was like, he's gonna try that bullshit in the playoffs, and it don't work. Like that never works in the playoffs.
It might work for him. I,
It
I,
might.
I think that's the only team they should try to avoid.
The Spurs,
I just hate that matchup for the Lakers. I don't see
yeah,
I don't see anything positive coming out of that.
I hate that for us too because for one, I'm not gonna lie, like that's the only issue I do have is like as good as Luca and Reeves look with the ball, when we get ball pressure put on us, we're terrible. And both OKC and the Spurs, when it's time to play, like they're gonna put ball pressure and they're gonna press us at least 90 feet for a
But
majority of the game.
The Spurs pressures are more dangerous.
Yeah, is wild.
Yeah, Harper and what's his name, man? They don't.
Russell.
Yeah, man. They don't mess around. But okay, see, so that's what I'm saying. If I was like, it's so tight. First of all, from what's that, 5 to whatever down, 5 to 8.
Yeah,
So it's like I would try to avoid because right now they're in the third seed. In the second round, you play the Spurs,
play the Spurs. Yeah,
right? But only a half game right now separates you from the third and fourth seed. I think you need to get down to that fourth seed, man. So you play OKC in the second round instead. That's what I think. I think once you get down to the last couple of games and you realize that okay, Luca doesn't have a chance at this MVP, even if he finishes third or whatever.
yeah,
Tank a game, man, so you can get to that fourth seed. Because I think you have a better shot at beating OKC than you do at the Spurs. I do.
yeah. The game, bro. It was the last time we played the Spurs. I think was right before the play-in, the game before the play-in tournament, not the play-in tournament, in-season tournament.
This season time.
And it was 3 or 4 times we didn't get past fucking half court. And I was like, this shouldn't be happening in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this should not be happening in the NBA. They're scary. They're all young. The only good thing I guess about the Spurs for the rest of the league is you can't pay everybody.
Nah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they tax them. You feel me? So, but I think we'll be all right. I like the role that LeBron is taking. So that changed everything
It
because
did. It did.
it LeBron had to realize it ain't him no more. I think, and I know that got to be hard to do when you've been All NBA for 22 years in a row. You feel me? But hey, it's a new day. You 41. I do think that Austin Reeves is going to get exposed per usual. You know, like when
he
they
hasn't performed well in big playoff games, man.
so like when Rich Paul was talking about trading them and everybody was like up in arms, like he shouldn't be saying that, which he probably shouldn't on the podcast as a agent. It made sense.
I really do think they got to move on from him, man. If you gave me two windows and one window was move off of him and get rid of and trade him or pay him a max contract, the answer is so easy. It's not even funny, and
Look,
I just hope y'all don't get sucked into that, man, because it's 1,000% going to be another Tobias Harris situation. It was just 1,000%.
oh, we definitely gonna pay him. Now the thing is, for one, I hate to say it, but I'm glad he got hurt because he, in this climate of all these players getting hurt, he might have fucked around and made an All NBA team, especially the way he started the season.
So yeah, then he would have went up in
And
in
he would have he would have went to the max super max.
Superman, yeah.
And he's always showed love when it comes to money and contracts and just the LA situation. So I'm interested to see how that works contract wise. Now his agent is saying something different, but the agent always wants to get paid. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see if we can find a way to get him paid but not overpay him.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can he take a Jordan Poole deal? You know what I'm saying? You get 130. You know, you don't need 180, 190. Can you take 130?
yeah.
That'd be interesting to see. But hey, man, we ready to build around Lucas. So if you sign and trade his ass for some wing defenders and a lob threat,
Yeah,
I'm cool.
they got to rebuild the team anyway. Some of those guys are free agents in the
Yeah,
last year, including Braun. So they got to rebuild that team. And
yeah.
you got the recipe. That's the recipe. Two-way wing guys, and you need a live threat. But Aiton has been better. I love his comment from a couple weeks ago. He was like, I had to look in the mirror and realize I ain't that guy. I
I
was like,
loved it. I loved it.
I loved it, dog, because he been fighting it. He been fighting it not just this season. He been fighting that for like the past 3 years. He been fighting that.
Because think about it though, like he probably felt like he was that guy for a moment when they went to the finals, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm like, but then he got humbled and damn near didn't get paid. You feel me? So he somewhere was like, damn, do they even really want me? But in his mind, he's like, wait, why don't they want me? I just balled out for y'all. You feel me? So I'm sure he probably
like
was
he
fighting through
might
a
be a
lot of
bigger
shit.
tripper. That's what I'm saying. He been fighting it since then.
He probably going through a lot of shit. I'm just glad he figured it out because we have been playing better since then. He's been playing better since then. I will say this. That's one thing I was talking to my dad about. We should at least make him feel more a part of the team. Like back in Allen Iverson days on the Sixers. Bro, y'all would run to the first two plays of Theo Ratliff.
Yeah, Theo.
You
Yeah,
feel me?
a little spot up midi.
You feel
Something
me?
like that. Yeah,
Hey, all right. You done got your shit off. Now get a ball up. You
yeah.
feel me? Like we don't do that for eight. You feel
Mhm.
me? Like he got to catch that bitch off the rebound. I mean, we're gonna run lobs for him, but like he said, which is true, he ain't Clint Capella. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the one thing. But I'm glad he figuring it out. He's setting good screens. He is still rolling hard to the rim. He's low key the key.
Yeah, yeah. He low key is.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
because I'm not expecting him to play as good as Wembenyama or Jokic or any of the bigs in the West. But you got to hold your own. You can't be a bitch, bro.
you ain't seen that last Denver game. He was locking Jokic up the last few possessions.
Yeah,
I
what
was
you can
like,
do.
show some goddamn heart. I was like,
That's,
okay,
that's all
yeah.
we need, bro. Jokic gonna get 25,
He
12, and
gonna, he
12.
gonna, he gonna do that, but like when the shit is on the line, you know what I'm saying? Can you give some resistance?
Yeah, make
That's
it hard.
you know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. No,
So
that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Tonight game gonna show me a lot too. You
yeah,
know, against the Thunder. That's gonna show me a lot because, like I said, I think that's a better matchup for them. But if they come out here and whatever and get killed by 30, I'm gonna change my tune.
Well, that's the thing about the Lakers that is crazy is like I think we have the second most double digit losses in the league because when the Lakers lose, they get their ass whooped. Like it's almost like all right, bro, we ain't got it tonight.
Yeah,
Like it's crazy to look at, and as a fan, as I'm watching, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like I go into panic mode, but on the flip side, that's why I hope we get Houston in the first round one way or another. We're the best in clutch time.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like anything within 5 points,
So
we going
that's your ideal first round matchup.
hell yeah,
Yeah,
hell yeah. I've had a problem with Houston since Van Fleet went out. Like you gotta have a point guard.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and KD just saw this happen in Phoenix. You gotta have a point guard.
That's crazy because he definitely just saw that because they was trying to get Bradley Bill like that. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. He just went through that, and they went. You know what I mean? And they went through the whole season at every opportunity they had to get a point guard.
You
They
gotta
just
get a point
oh
guard.
straight.
Yeah, I got a question for you. Why don't KD get credit or blame for not winning?
Yeah, he skates by, man. He
Like,
skates by, and fans have this. I've always had a thing with KD. I don't understand. I'm not. I don't go as far as saying he's overrated or whatnot, but I just think that he doesn't get hardly ever get any flack. And I hate when fans be like, oh, KD, he's unstoppable. And then when they do these like top fives, they'll automatically put him at like the four or whatever, top five alignment
yeah.
or whatever. I've never viewed Kevin Durant as somebody who's unstoppable. I've seen him stopped many of times. Like it's not. I don't know. Like he's not some crazy thing we haven't seen. Like I don't. I've never felt like with him like that. Because number one, he's not aggressive enough. I'm not afraid of KD. Like I welcome playing against a team that KD on because he's not aggressive. He gonna take whatever his 16, 17 shots. He gonna hit 10 of them. It's gonna be efficient or whatever. But like Luca is gonna put up Shea, Kobe, like these guys. They looking to kill and you know what I'm saying.
I,
So
I think KD has gotten away with the I just want to hoop.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, he just hit the ball. He don't care about nothing else. It's like, what? Fuck out of here. Yes, he do. He's in year 18.
He
Shut up.
1000% do, man.
But he always I
He
just
going he going he gonna skate because yeah, this Houston team they in big trouble, man. They in big trouble.
they
But
were the 2 seed last year.
I thought you don't want revenge on Minnesota because they got y'all up out of there last year.
Just how you just mentioned Shea and Luca, that's how I feel about Anthony Edwards. Keep him the fuck away from us. I don't want no revenge, okay?
You don't want no
I'm
revenge.
I'm cool, bro. You got it. You got it, bro. Now I will say this. As long as we can keep putting Rudy in the pick and roll, you see what Luca do to that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But yeah, keep Ant. I don't want no problems with Ant, bro.
that's realistic. It could be Houston, but it could also be Minnesota. It could also be Denver.
It could be Denver.
So
Which Denver don't play no defense.
yeah.
So
So you
I'm
would place it as like who you would want is Houston one, and then you would put Denver second and Minnesota third in that
yeah,
group.
yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I just, even though you feel Ant don't play enough defense, like they say, he's still a killer.
He's still a killer now. Nah, I ain't going. You gotta agree with that.
I don't want no parts of that man
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. No, I'm not mad at that at all.
for
Because
sure.
I do think Denver can be had. I think
Yeah,
Denver can be had, and it really doesn't have too much to do with Nikola because he's still a monster. But they can't get that. They cannot get that small forward thing right. I
they can't.
I thought Cam was like the perfect guy. I was like, oh my goodness, how did they rob these people and get him?
That's a fact.
He's been like invisible this season.
Yeah, this is true. I thought the same thing. Like I honestly, when they made that move, I was like, they might win the West.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, damn, Like Jokic going to be kicking it out to somebody who shoot 43% from three. Like
Facts.
that's crazy.
Big facts.
But yeah, man, it just hey, they curse. You can't have it all, man. Like you can't have it all, bro. Like that's just a fact. Even when the Lakers was good, hey, we had Derek Fisher. Okay, can't have it all, man. Oh man, all right, I'm gonna ask you one more thing. Get you out of here. Right now, today, we still got time, but right now, today, who are your finals teams right now in the June? Who you got? Finals predictions.
Boston and OKC.
Damn.
And I got OKC going back to back. Yeah.
The crazy thing about OKC is we're watching greatness, and I don't think nobody's appreciating it.
At all, man.
Like this is like literally what one of the most dominant 2 year runs ever.
It's
Ever.
it's so dominant and it's going like you said, it's going not a ton of people are talking about it. Now the crazy thing is it's so crazy to say, but I feel like they have to win this year. Because like if the Spurs beat you after Wimby came out there like, yeah, we basically swept OKC this year. Like
Yeah.
niggas ain't fucking with us.
Yeah.
And, and then if they come out and beat you, it's like it's first of all, it becomes Wimby's world. If the Spurs beat OKC in the whatever Western Conference Finals or whatever, it's Wimby's world now, and
Yeah.
OKC becomes an afterthought. Like because people didn't believe in him in the first place.
They become the Bucks.
They thought Shea was overrated because of foul bait and all this and that, and the changes in the playoffs. They become the Bucks, like you say, and you probably have to move off of Jalen, maybe depending on his performance in the playoffs, because I do think he still has value in the league. But they have to win this shit, dog, just to put their stamp down and get the belief.
Thunder, Boston. How many games?
The finals, 7 games.
Seven.
Yeah, yeah, I give Boston respect, man. 7 games.
I can. I can't say Boston. I just can't. Ugh.
How you think I feel? Shit.
So last year the Thunder won 68 games. They've already won 60 this year, right? So we're talking 128 games in 2 years. That's you can do the math. That's what 64 a year already, and they can
Yeah,
add to that total. That's fucking crazy.
yeah,
Like like
yeah,
60 games is hard to win in the NBA, and to
yeah,
do that back to back.
100%. It got to be
That's
just the best teams of all time. You talking Lakers, you talking Golden State, you talking those
yeah,
type
because people don't realize that.
of Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, the Bulls, Golden State, because even the Lakers in that early 2000s, they were getting at like 57, 58 games.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like 60 is a pretty good, a crazy number to get to in the NBA, and they're just doing it. I know I said one more question, but this is more so of a what the fuck. Because you're a Sixers fan. I want to circle this back to the Sixers. Y'all had Jared McCain in the
Yeah,
fucking G League.
yeah.
In the G League.
Well, he
And,
was he was, he was coming off the injury.
wait. Let me finish. Let me finish. And felt that it was better to trade him
Yeah.
and sign campaign? What? If
I
that
was
was
watching. Listen, I was watching Club 520 with Jeff Teague and them, and it was like, imagine being Matt McClung and becoming the all-time whatever leading scorer in G League or whatever it was, and he had 60 points, and the 76ers called campaign off his couch in fucking Australia before you called Matt McClung. But yeah, no, yeah, but keep going. I just thought that was hilarious.
did did you feel how did you feel about Jared McCain getting traded? Because that didn't make sense to me.
I had mixed emotions. I was okay with it at first.
Really?
I was okay with it because ideally, logistically, our guard depth is supposed to be like really deep. But the problem is those guys missed, a bunch of games. Tyrese Maxey had an injury. Fucking, Quentin Grimes hasn't been the same Quentin Grimes from last year. And then, and then VJ's a rookie, so he's up and down. But it's still a log jam. Kelly Oubre missed a considerable amount of games. He's a guard on our team. So, but so what happens is when you're watching the Philly games, from game to game, you're like, damn, they could really use fucking McCain. And simultaneously, he's balling over that OKC at the time of the trade.
Yeah.
And but you get a first round pick for him. So I was 50-50. But here goes the thing about Daryl Moore, because he makes moves where you say like okay, I maybe would have made that move, or I may like when you sign Paul George to that Supermax, he's like, what, I may have done it, but it's like just because I would have done something, or just because I am okay with that. No, you're a fucking general manager of a national basketball, so you're supposed to be better than me. You're supposed to see. You're supposed to know that Jerry. You're around him every day. You're supposed to know, like, he's just getting back from injury. He's the same guy from last year. That he's light years above a campaign who wasn't even in the NBA this season. He was in fucking Australia somewhere. Like, you have to be better than me. I don't give him any credit because it's something that I would have done or I was okay with. That's what I've stopped doing. I literally had to do that a couple of months ago. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, just because that don't mean nothing, man. It's a bad move. Bad move.
Yeah. Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, what the hell?
And then he was talking about, because it was supposed to be a follow up move after that. He did an interview after that, and he was like, because we got the first round pick, then we was going to pair, our other two first for another big fish move. And
Mm,
all reports say that they went hard after Kawhi. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Now, because of our salary cap and all of that shit, that means that it must have been they must have offered Paul George. Paul George or Embiid. They didn't say who, but I'm assuming it would have been like a Paul George with all of those picks, and you getting Kawhi. That would have been motherfucking interesting. But if you're Daryl Morey, I thought about this too just a week ago. Think about this. If you're Daryl Morey and you're like, okay, I'm going to make this move so we can go hard at Kawhi, you fucking think about it. The Clippers just got rid of Paul George.
Literally,
Why would they take him back? Why would you hinge all of that on that?
they
They
literally just said we don't want to pay Paul George this contract.
This contract that he's on, which y'all idiots paid him that. We told him, hey, we got 170 for you, and whatever you want to do, you want to do. And y'all went out and paid him twice as much. You the idiot. I'm not gonna, fix your fuck up. That's
Pretty much.
basically. I bet you that's how that conversation went down.
Yeah. Don't make no sense at all. That's wild,
But
man.
Kawhi would have been sick with this group though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you would have been.
Kawhi's sick in LA right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, but he's a solo artist right now. He's finally like playing a decent amount of games, and he's been incredible. So
yeah,
like to have him with this group, I would have now I would have been all in. You know,
yeah. I like seeing. Hey, I good players playing makes me happy. All
you
right.
think
I
you
like.
think, you think they got an outside chance to beat like a Spurs if
Yeah,
Kawhi is like on his
yeah,
shit healthy the whole series?
yeah. I think they do.
Yeah,
They do. Cause man, Kawhi is a killer, bro. Like,
he
you
one
know
of
what I'm
them.
saying? He's so quiet.
He's one of them, man.
He is a killer, bro. Like, and he in the playoffs when healthy, he goes toe to toe with whoever the best player is. You know what I'm saying? And of course he want to stick it to the Spurs.
I
You know what I'm saying?
didn't even think about that piece
And
of it.
then when you think coaching, I like Tyronn Lue over Mitchell right now. As of right now, you feel me? Like they got some pieces. Garland's got some he's gonna want to prove after he just got traded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? John Collins gonna get dunked on a few times, but he's gonna get you 17. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like hey, they just put it on too late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they've been playing shit. Some of the best ball in basketball.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So let's see, man. All right, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Bubba, let everybody know where they can find you when you do your show, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. So it's On the Bench podcast with Bubba and Pink. We're available on all podcast streaming platforms, including on YouTube. We go live to YouTube every Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m.
Yep, yep. And make sure you watch the whole shebang. If you can't, look at the clips. Go on TikTok. Go on Instagram. Go on all that. Watch the shorts on YouTube. Great content. Great content, man.
Appreciate that.
Um, and y'all know I say what everybody who does content does, man. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Definitely share. Send this to somebody who likes sports, because I'm sure they'll like this. This has been Talking Game. Peace.